Hello, everyone. Welcome to Make Money Monday Mentorship with Coach Lucy Q. This is an initiative that I put together for those that are ready to not just thrive in their business in this season and time, but also to scale their business and take it to a whole new level. The concept here is for us to focus on what are the things we need to do to run our business like a CEO, like an owner, CEO, president, founder of our real estate organization. And the focus is to close 3 deals in the next 90 days or get on track to closing one transaction consistently and predictably every month. Once you have closed one transaction consistently and predictably for at least 90 days, now you're ready to build your business. So go ahead and let's activate the chat. I want you to put on there, what city are you tuning in from? We have people from different locations, and I want to know who is in the room. I want to set the stage. I want to set your mind. I want to prime your mindset to knowing that there are certain pillars that you must focus on. And today we're going to focus on the most powerful pillar in really running your business like an entrepreneur, like a CEO. Okay. Everything has to do with your daily method of operating. Everything has to do with your daily method of operating. So please have your pen and paper ready. Let's go deep. Let's go fast. And let's really take down notes that you must review after this mentorship session. There's no way you're going to learn everything in 45 minutes. And that's why I want you to be ready to write down notes. So give me a thumbs up, everyone that is ready to take notes and write down the most important things that I'm going to be sharing with you. The daily method of operating is so fundamental because it is the catalyst to what you must do day in and day out. Real estate is a business. Real estate is a vehicle that not only changes lives, but it gives you financial independence. Write this down. Financial independence. Write this down. Financial independence is the first level you want to reach. That means you want to have enough money to pay your bills, to start living a better life, and to have a little bit set aside for savings. Financial independence is you want to pay your bills, you want to have enough to be able to enjoy your life and put a little bit on the side. That is financial independence, guys. We have to learn what are the layers that we have the opportunity of developing within the real estate business. Let me tell you, a lot of people get into real estate not even knowing what to do or not knowing what to do with what they have. That's why training does not work by itself. You can go to all the training sessions in the world. You can get all the certifications. You can have the whole alphabet after your name, and that's good. Training is good. Certifications is good. Having a whole bunch of designations is good, but it's never going to give you financial independence. So please write that down, financial independence. What is the first pillar that I want you to focus on today? It is running your business like a business. It is treating your calendar. Guys, there's no need for us to learn something else until we have mastered our calendar. Write this down. If it's not on your schedule, it does not exist. If it's not on your schedule, it does not exist. If it's not on your schedule, it does not exist. Your calendar, it's not just a planner, it's your accountability partner. Your calendar is your accountability partner. Your calendar is the one that shows you, are you winning your day? And guys, write this down. Stop playing not to lose. Stop playing like you don't want to lose. Write this down. Stop playing like you don't want to lose. Start playing like you are a winner. Like I'm going to win my day. High performers don't manage time. They master their time. You and I must master our time. So if it's not on your calendar, it does not exist. So let's break this down because that's why mentorship is the gas to your money-making tank. Mentorship is the gas that you have to put. It's the fuel. It's the fuel to your money-making vehicle. Mentorship is the fuel. I want you to understand that. That's why mentorship is so vital. That's why so many agents with a lot of information, with a lot of training, with a lot of designations, with a lot of certifications are not making consistent and predictable money because training alone, information alone is not enough. Mentorship is the fuel. Write this down because I want you to really understand this today. Because if you can understand this, you are going to have a breakthrough. Mentorship is the fuel to your vehicle. What is the vehicle? Real estate is the vehicle. Getting a license doesn't make you money. If getting a license made you money, we'd have a lot of real estate agents who are licensed making money. So here's how we want to break this down. Everybody write this down. I have 168 hours a week. The beauty of real estate is that it's an equal opportunity, money making, financial independence building vehicle. I know I'm saying a lot of stuff, but you got to write quick. That's why I want you to be cameras on. I want you to be present. We all have 168 hours a week. Okay. Here's how top performers allocate their week, my friends. For those of you, just like I used to be, that had, I don't have enough time as an excuse or a reason not to be winning. There's nothing else for us to do than to win. Write this down. I'm a winner. I'm going to wake up every morning and I'm going to win because I'm going to perform like winners perform. So we all have to sleep, like seriously. Some of us like sleeping more than others, but we all have to sleep. So we're all going to take 56 hours a week and sleep out of the 168. Listen, we all have family. We all have personal life. Okay. We all have to cook, clean, wash clothes, take a shower. There's certain things that we all have to do. So if you take 2 hours a day for your personal life, okay, that's 14 hours a week. Now, if you're like me, you are exercising. You are taking care of your physical health. Without physical health, you're not going to have the energy or the stamina to do what you need to do. So 1 hour a day, nobody exercises 7 days a week. I don't know about you, but I don't exercise 7 days a week. You know, my goal is 5 to 6 days a week. But let's say you are one of those super duper champion winners and you hit the gym, you hit the treadmill, you work out 7 days a week. Okay, there were 7 hours there. If you're like me, you know you got to take care of your spiritual health. You've got to take care of your spiritual development. You got to feed your brain. You got to take care of your emotions, right? And you got to focus on how you perform. So because what you think affects how you feel, and how you feel affects how you perform. So we're going to dedicate 1 hour a day to that. Okay. You still have 70 hours, my friends, to work. Now, success equals how you use those 70 hours. So I want everybody to write down. Give me your attention for the next 30 minutes and we're going to be done. You have 70 hours to work. Now, most people write it in the chat. How many hours do most people technically work a week? Because we're all trained by the same industry, the employee industry, right? The industry of employees. We're all trained, hey, you work 40 hours a week. Even if you just work 40 hours a week, because some of you have jobs, some of you have a part-time, some of you are treating your real estate like a part-time, some of you may be treating real estate like a hobby. I don't know. But think about this. Even after you slept, you took care of your personal and family life, you took care of your physical health, you took care of your spiritual, mental, and emotional self-development, you still have 70 hours. If you are an employee-minded person, okay, that means you're going to work 40 hours a week. You still have what? You still have 30 hours left to be able to function. Now, let me show you how top performers, all of you want to write this down. If you're serious about stopping the insanity of I don't have time, you want to write this down. This is how high performers take those 70 hours and implement them. That's why with me, you're going to learn how to make predictable and consistent income. 15 hours a week to prospecting, 10 hours a week. Write this down real quick because we're going to go faster. 15 hours a week to prospecting. Okay. 10 hours a week to follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. If you're talking to people about buying, selling, or renting real estate, buying, selling, or renting real estate, and you're not following up, okay, you're wasting your time because the fortune is in the follow up. Then those prospects and those follow ups turn into appointments. You should be at appointments at least 10 hours a week. That's showing, buyer consultations, or listing consultations. If you don't have 10 hours a week of money making activity, which is your appointment, and another 10 hours, which is follow up, and 15 hours. I mean, check it out. 15 of prospecting, talking to people, 10 hours a week of follow up and lead nurturing, and 10 hours a week of showing or buyer consultations or listing consultations. If that is all you focused on, you will have multiple closings per month. You will have multiple transactions per month. Okay. And right there, you have 35 hours of your week. The rest, you decide. Social media. I know there's people that are saying that, oh, I need to boost my social media. I need to get my social media going. Well, dedicate 8 hours. Top performers, dedicated hours. Learning and skill development. Here's the problem. The problem is that we think because we went and we got the information at a training or at a certification or at a designation session, we're done. No, you continually must be learning, reviewing, developing your scripts, practicing, practicing your buyer consultation, practicing your listing consultation, practicing what you're going to tell people when you're prospecting, practicing so that you can become better and master your craft every day, master your craft every week. So we've got 5 hours a week. We've got 12 hours a week for client management and operations. So for those of you, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. The moment you start closing one transaction consistently and predictably per month, you need to hire a transaction coordinator if you are not part of my Q International organization. For those of you that are part of my Q International organization, you're not a paper pusher. I don't want you to fall into any bad habits. I want you to run your business like a CEO. CEOs hire people to handle their transaction coordinating. And yes, we have a transaction coordinator that you pay when the property closes. So if the property doesn't close, there's no money out of pocket. So don't worry about hiring, a $15 an hour assistant. I don't want you spending money before you make money. You can hire an assistant once you hit 2 to 3 transactions per month. But if you are in the Q International organization, I don't want you handling your transaction to closing coordinating. Somebody else can handle that for you. But for those of you that are not part of my, Q International organization, for those of you that are still out there working with other, companies, logos, brands, brokers, and affiliations, you shouldn't be paper pushing. I'm telling you that right now. You should be making, you should be doing things that earn you at least $150 an hour. But if you were to handle your client management and operations and transaction coordinating, you still have 12 hours a week. And then you still have time to go network because we all need to network. Now, I broke this down for you because I'm like, okay, how am I going to get the people that are showing up to my mentorship is for money making activity. My mentorship is to ignite you. I break it down for you. There's no excuses. Like literally, if you do what I tell you, you will get the results. If you don't do what I tell you, you're going to be exactly where you are right now, or maybe even worse, because information without implementation is useless. Okay. So you're going to take your calendar because the first pillar, until you don't master your calendar, you are not ready to launch. And how will I know that you're mastering your calendar? Because you're going to be prospecting for 15 hours, you're going to be following up for 10 hours, and you're going to be at appointments for 10 hours a week with buyers and sellers. If your calendar does not show this, you are not mastering the first pillar. Okay. You must prioritize income producing activities. Write that down. Everything that makes you money, prospecting, following up an appointment comes first. Everything else has to wait. Okay? Because that is exactly what must happen for you to master your 70 hours of, we got the dogs got in a fight. You must master your calendar. So, what are some of the pitfalls that I want you to watch out for? And I want you to think about if this is you. I want you to think about, is this me? Am I reactive? Am I reacting to buyer calls, seller calls? Am I reacting to open house flyers? Am I reacting to social media? Am I spending more time scrolling, reacting to other people's content? Am I watching people on social media live out their dream while I am living out a nightmare financially? Or am I using social media to build my business? Am I allowing social media to use me or am I using social media? Okay, so number one, is this you? Because if this is you, then you have no plan, you have no structure, you have no priorities, and you will have no money. I just showed you how 70 hours of week time you can allocate it to making money. Now, some of you here, you're in property management, you're in property coordinating, you're in buyers consultation, you're in listings. Maybe you're, just getting into real estate, or maybe you're just relaunching, or maybe you don't even know where to begin. This is what you must do. You must treat your business like a CEO. Number two, are you just busy but unproductive? Oh, I'm on YouTube watching videos. No, you got to be on YouTube watching videos and implementing immediately, watching tutorials and doing it immediately. Okay. Working hard on non-income producing activity is not going to make you money. Or maybe you have no boundaries. If you show me your calendar, okay, I can tell you why you are where you are. But I want you to look at your calendar. So the calendar does not lie. It reveals your level of discipline. How many hours on your calendar do you have for personal development? How many hours on your calendar do you have for personal development? So you got to treat your calendar like your accountability partner. Your calendar is the roadmap. Look at your calendar and show me every area that you are utilizing for money making activity. You got to treat your calendar as your CEO. You are the CEO of your business. Your calendar is your CEO. Last week, we talked about people get into real estate because they want to be their own boss, but they've never been anybody else's boss. But let's say, okay, you got into real estate because you want to be your own boss, right? So if you're the boss, who's the employee? Everybody raise your hand. If you're the boss, unless you're paying somebody else a salary every week, you're the employee. And if you were the CEO of your business and you had an employee that functions like you function, would you give them a raise? Would you leave them with you or would you fire them? So you got to treat your calendar as your CEO because you are the CEO of your business. Your calendar runs your life. You got to color code it. I gave you these examples here. Make everything that has to do with prospecting green. I'm giving you the colors. You don't even have to think about it. Make it green. Why? Because green represents money, honey. Prospecting time is the highest activity that you can do. Looking for the people and talking to the people. That's green time. That's money making time. That's MMA, massive, money making activity. Your follow ups, make it yellow. Make all your appointments in your calendar that are for follow ups yellow, and your appointments are in red. Why? Because you've got to be alert. You've got to be prepared. You've got to show up ready to win. Okay. So color code your week by categories. Review your calendar nightly, every single night. I already taught all of you. Your golden hour is on Sundays. Your week begins on Sundays. On Sunday, I know what I have to do. There's no excuse. There's no excuse, my friends. You got to graduate from excusitis. You got to graduate from having an excuse. The first excuse we must eliminate is I have no time. I just showed you. You got plenty of time. You're just not prioritizing making money. So stop telling yourself, I'm not making money. I'm not making money. I'm not making money. That is not true. You're not doing the work that works for making money. Raise your hand if you can understand that. You're not doing the work that works for making money. So stop hallucinating. If you did the work that works for making money, you'd be making money. But that has become your hallucination. I'm not making money. Exactly. Because you're not prioritizing your money making activity. You're not treating your calendar like it's your CEO so that you could be the CEO of your business. You're not reviewing your week during the golden hour, which is on Sunday. Guys, there is an art and there is a science for making a lot of money in real estate. We're not reinventing the wheel. This is not a secret. I told everybody last Wednesday at Winners Wednesday, you want the secret for being successful in real estate? Work. Work works. And if you're working on something and it doesn't work, break it and rebuild it. Stop doing the things that don't work. Stop repeating the hallucinations and the insanity and the patterns. Stop living life on default and start living life by design. Protect your mornings. If you are in real estate, if you are somebody that has the desire to build your financial independence. Again, what is financial independence? You got plenty of money to pay your bills, you got plenty of money to put aside, and you got plenty of money to enjoy. Okay, that's financial independence. After financial independence, write this down. Step one is financial independence. Step two is financial freedom. You're never going to reach freedom if you don't reach independence. So if you are not doing the work that works for financial independence, you're never going to reach financial freedom. Level two is financial freedom, and level three is financial legacy. That's when you've got enough money to give money away. You've got enough money to help other people. You got enough money to live and also help other people do what you've done. Protect your morning. Okay. 9 to 12 is money making activities. Now, Mondays is the most important day of the week. Wednesdays is the best day of the week. Wednesdays is when you show up Winners Wednesday, you reset, you recalibrate, you realign, and you relaunch, and then you push forward for the next half of the week. But freedom is found in structure, my friends. Freedom is found in structure. If you are reacting, if you're waking up on Monday morning wondering, what am I going to do? If you don't have a game plan, if you don't have a massive action plan, then you got to talk to the person in the mirror. And you got to tell the person in the mirror, listen, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of living on the roller coaster ride of real estate. Freedom is found in structure. Discipline will build confidence, my friends. There's no secret. So I've got an assignment for you guys. I've got an assignment. I want all of you to start writing down your assignment. And you know what? Don't do this assignment for me because obviously I am mastering what I do. I don't say I'm a master, but I'm mastering it. I'm bringing other people along with me. But I want you to write this down. When you write things down, your mind gets a signal that says, this is important. So write it down. Number one, we're going to write it down together. Everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. No shortcuts, no excuses, no laziness. Write it down. Number one, audit your last 7 weeks. You're going to go back and you're going to look at last Monday, last Tuesday, last Wednesday, last Thursday, last Friday, last Saturday, and yesterday. Okay. I want you to audit. Did you have 15 hours of prospecting last week? And if you didn't, you need to have 15 hours of prospecting this week. 15 hours of prospecting, looking for people and talking to people, looking for people and talking. It's only 15 hours a week, my friends. We're not talking 15 hours a day. You guys know people work their butts off for a paycheck. Why not work your butt off for you? Even if you have a job, 15 hours a week means you can work from 7 to 9, 2 hours, 2 hours, 7 to 9. Start working, get to work. Work on yourself, work on your calendar. Message people, text people, go on social media, tell people that you're looking to help them to buy, to sell, to rent, to property management. It's only 2 hours. We spend more than 2 hours on Netflix. We spend more than 2 hours on social media. You're not going to lose on my watch. I am here to help you win. You're going to win with me as long as you are willing to do the work that works. So go back and look at your calendar. 15 hours of prospecting. You know what? If you can't do 15 hours, start with 10 minimum. That's 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay. Go back and check your calendar for 10 hours of follow up. Who did you follow up for 10 hours? That's 2 hours a day, 2 hours a day. If you can't do 10, do 5. But you got to follow up with people. You got to follow up with people because the fortune is in the follow up. You and I have the same work that works. I got to look for people and I got to talk to people. I got to message my people. I got to remind them about my mentorship. I got to message people, remind them about Winners Wednesday, remind them about, hey, let's talk about working together, building a future together. Let's talk about joining each other's world and winning together. There's no secret and there's no shortcut. Write that down. There is no shortcut. You are waiting for the magic pill. I got a secret. It doesn't exist. You are waiting for a miracle. It doesn't exist. When it comes to building financial independence, only work works. You are procrastinating. And the only reason you procrastinate is because you have not developed the mindset of knowing that, hey, if I do this, here's my reward. If I do this for 44 weeks, if I do this for 20 weeks, if I do this for 12 weeks, here's my reward. You are not thinking like a winner yet. And that's why you procrastinate. Oh, I'll call him later. Oh, it's too late. Oh, it's too early. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's Sunday. Guys, top performers work Monday to Monday. Write that down. Monday to Monday. We don't work Monday through Friday. That's for employed, broke-minded people. I love you, but I got to tell you the truth. Only people that live paycheck to paycheck or want to live the rest of their life paycheck to paycheck work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. That does not exist in the life of a CEO. CEOs work Monday to Monday. They don't look for balance. Oh, I need balance in my life. No, they look for equilibrium. They have a clear vision. They have a clear goal. They have a set plan. They have their map, massive action plan. They have their calendar. Their calendar is their accountability partner. Their calendar tells them what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and how long to do it, whether you feel like it or not. So stop making excuses for yourself. You and I are responsible for the level of financial independence that we build. And that is the beauty of real estate. It is the best vehicle on the planet. We can make as much money and work as hard as we want. Write this down. I can make as much money working as hard as I want. Write this down. I want everybody writing this down. Help me. Be a good student. I can make as much money working as hard as I can in real estate, or I can make as little money being as lazy and as undisciplined as I want in real estate. That is the beauty of this vehicle. So 10 hours of appointment. That's one appointment a day, my friend. One appointment a day. You must have an appointment Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And on Wednesdays, make sure your appointments start at 1:30. If you're part of my world, Winners Wednesday is not going to be a choice if you're really wanting to win. I'm telling you the stuff that is happening at Winners Wednesday, the activation, the realignment, the ignitement, the recalibration, the mindset, the fire, the momentum that we are building. This is non-negotiable for you. You need to get around people that are going to ignite you. You need to tell the world, listen, on Wednesdays, from 9 to 12, don't even call me, text me, look at me, don't blink at me, don't look my way. It is my moment to realign, reset, and relaunch. realign, reset, and relaunch. Realign, reset, and relaunch. Come on, say it. Realign, reset, and relaunch. I want everybody to say it. I want to see your mouth moving. Realign, reset, and relaunch. That's your Wednesdays because you own your calendar. So you got plenty of time to do appointments after 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. Okay. Then you got Thursday, you got Friday, you got open houses all day Saturday, you got open houses all day Wednesday. Man, there's so much opportunity out there for winners, for people that are ready to win. Who's ready to win? Give me a number 7 in the chat if you're ready to win. But you got to change that mindset. That's why my mentorship, listen, there's only two things that are going to happen in my mentorship. Either you do what I tell you and it's going to work, I promise you, or you're going to stop coming because you're going to get sick and tired of proving to yourself you are the reason you're stuck. Your mind is the reason you're not making money. It's not the business. It's not the market. It's not the interest rate. It's not Lucy. It's not your broker. It's you. Now, if you're in a company that doesn't give you the atmosphere to grow, let's go, baby. It's grow time. I don't know what you're waiting for. It's getting dark out. It's November 3rd. Is it November 3rd? Yes, it is. This year is almost gone, but guess what? We're not stopping. Give me a number 10 in the chat if you're not stopping. Write in the chat, I'm not stopping. I'm just getting started. I don't know about you, but I'm on fire. I am fired up because I can see my best, biggest, brightest, boldest, most brilliant future. I am looking at a future that is brilliant, bright, bold, and wonderful. What are you looking at? Okay. So those three things right there, you got to go back. I want to see all your prospecting time in green, your follow-up time in yellow, your appointment time in red. And if you've got a job, you got to do that after work on your time. Business people, let me tell you what Zig Ziglar said. From 9 to 5, you earn your daily bread. From 6 to midnight, you build your empire. That's how winners, go look it up, Google it, ask ChatGPT. Google it. Ask ChatGPT. That is what Zig Ziglar. If you don't know who Zig Ziglar is, somebody write Zig Ziglar in the chat. Go look him up. You guys got to get around people that know how to win, build empires. I don't know about you, but I'm no longer looking to win. I'm building an empire. I'm looking for leaders that want to build with me. I'm looking for leaders that want to catch on fire and lead the way, make a path, be a role model. I want to surround myself with powerful leaders that prove it could be done, that prove that it does work, that prove that this is the best vehicle for us to have financial independence, financial freedom, and financial legacy. Real estate is a business, but you got to catch on fire. You're going to track your activity for 7 days. Listen, I'm going to bring you to the mirror. I'm going to raise up the mirror. You're going to have to look in that mirror. You're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation with the man and the woman in the mirror. This is why mentorship is the fuel to your business. Training is not the fuel. Training is the ingredient. Training is the motor. Training is the doors, the seats, the steering wheel. Training is like in a car, the element. But if that car has no fuel, you ain't going nowhere, baby. That's mentorship. And if you are brave enough, you'll share this with me. You'll share your calendar. You'll share your tracking. Okay. Because this week, I want you to write this down. Starting today, please give yourself a gift. Please treat yourself like the most valuable human being on the planet because you are. Please treat yourself like the empire builder you could become because you can. Please treat yourself like the CEO of your business and stop acting like a real estate agent. Real estate agents don't make predictable and consistent income. CEOs of their real estate business do. So please, this week, plan your week. Protect your time. Stop letting people interrupt your day. Stop acting like a squirrel hunter. I mean, you gotta respect your time. And you gotta teach people to respect your time. You gotta train people. Listen, don't use up my time for things that are not high level stuff because my time is all I have. My time is my life. If I run out of life, I ran out of time. As long as I've got life, I got plenty of time. Oh, that was good. You should write that down. As long as I have life, I've got plenty of time. Stop saying you don't have time. As long as you have life, you've got plenty of time. The problem is you allow other people to rob your time. Uh-uh. My staff knows. Don't be bringing me stuff that is not high level. If it ain't high level, handle it. If it ain't high level, find somebody to handle it. If it ain't high level, figure it out. Google it, chat GPT it, get it done. Let me focus on us growing. Let me focus on us opening up new doors. That has to be the way you think. You got to tell your husband, your wife, the dog, the cat, the neighbor, the uncle, the cousin, the grandmama, the mama, the papa, everybody. Listen up. I'm serving notice. I'm going to plan my week. I'm going to protect my time and I'm going to execute. Don't be interrupting me with the cat has diarrhea. I ain't got time for that. Call the vet, call 911, call somebody. Don't be interrupting me with, I got to, go take the dog to get the nails clipped. No, I got to prospect 15 hours a week. I got to follow up 10 hours a week. I got to be on appointments 10 hours a week. You've got plenty of time, my friend. So, transmitting live from somewhere in the world here at Make Money Mentorship with Coach Lucy Q. This is the first pillar. There's no reason for you to learn anything else but to master your calendar. Everybody write it in the chat. I must master my calendar. I must master my calendar. Your calendar is the most important thing for you to master, my friend. There's nothing else for you to master but your calendar. So I hope that you found value. It's great to see each and every one of you here. We're going to continue building. We are going to work on this mentorship until your business blows up or you get out of real estate. One of the two. I'm going to continue to show you the way. You have to be the one doing the work. I promise you, mentorship is the fuel, the gas to your vehicle in real estate. So thank you for joining me today, all the way from many, 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 many miles away, but we're here because there's no excuses to winning. There's no excuses to winning. You got to fire yourself up. You got to become non-negotiable. Write that down. I am non-negotiable when it comes to me winning in real estate. I am non-negotiable when it comes to me building my financial independence. I am non-negotiable when it comes to me becoming the person that I know I can become. I am non-negotiable and I will not allow anyone else to run my time. I will rise up like the leader I know that I am. I will take the massive action that I know I must take. I don't need to sleep 56 hours a week. I could sleep 6 hours a day, not 8. And I will run my business like a CEO and my calendar will be my CEO. And I'm serving notice to everybody around me and around my life that I am going to another level. Give me a thumbs up. Give me an emoji. Those of you that are going to another level, you deserve it, my friends. We deserve to live the best life ever. And if I can do it, you can do it. There's no excuses. There's no excuses, guys. You got to become non-negotiable. You got to become so relentless and so ruthless. You got to be so fired up that you say, you know what? I am ready to unleash my best version. And even if you got to transmit a make money mentorship coaching from, you don't even want to know where I'm at. It don't matter. You get it done. Be like the people that get it done. Be like the people that make it happen, not the people that make excuses. All right, guys. I love you all. We'll be keeping this recording. If you guys want to watch this again, message me. I'll have my team send it to you. This is so valuable. This is going to be the catalyst to your best 2026 ever. Next year at this time, I could hear the voices saying, I remember what Lucy told me back in November of 2025. And I trusted her enough to do what she told me to do. And I paid the price to do whatever I had to do. Because my friend, if you don't pay the price to do whatever you have to do and make 2026 your best year ever, you're going to pay the price of repeating 2025 again. And that hurts more. That is more painful. There's two types of pain. I chose mine. There's the pain of being stuck. There's the pain of not growing. There's the pain of making excuses and being in the same place month after month, year after year. Or there's the pain of growing and the pain of pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone and the pain of stopping your excuses and the pain of building yourself and your skills and the pain of learning technology and the pain of learning AI and the pain of learning social media and the pain of learning everything you know you still don't know. You get to choose what pain you want. As for me and Q International, no pain, no gain, baby. We're ready to blow it up in 2026. And I'm excited for everyone that is part of the new generation of Q International. And for those of you that are not, man, I'm happy that you're happy where you're at. I'm happy that you're happy where you're at. If ever you want to be part of my world, you know where to reach me. Bye, guys. God bless. Write me and let me know what you thought. And most of all, go and implement this and win. It's your time to win. Who's ready to win? Who's ready to win? Who's ready to win? Yes, let's go win. Bye, guys.